Good morning, I'm Sangeeta, Kandola. Russia's mercenary group Wagner have halted their rebellion and abandoned their march on Moscow. The Kremlin say Wagner boss Yevgeny Prigozhin has had his criminal charges dropped and moved to Belarus after they helped broker a deal. Prigozhin has agreed to de-escalate the situation in order to avoid shedding Russian blood. Callum Watkinson reports.
Yevgeny Prigozhin left the Russian city of Rostov like a conquering hero, but his conquest had lasted less than a day. He said his Wagner fighters' heavily armed dash for Moscow was a freedom march, but that he called it off to save lives.
We haven't shed one drop of blood of our fighters. Now the time has come that the blood might be shed on one of the sides. We're turning back our columns and returning to our field camps.
But blood was shed. 12 Russian airmen died when Wagner shot down their helicopters. Civilians in Rostov ran amidst rumours of a blast at the military base, according to state TV. And footage from the station appeared to show residents trying to get out. As Wagner troops sped for Moscow, roads were dug up to stop them. But it all ended as suddenly as it began. Prigozhin took control of the Rostov military hub on Saturday morning. By the afternoon, some of his forces were on their way up the M4 motorway to Moscow, seizing another military facility in Voronezh. By the evening, a deal was brokered by the Belarusian president to end the rebellion. And by nightfall, a smiling Prigozhin was on his way to Belarus. Vladimir Putin began the day with talk of betrayal and inevitable punishment. By nightfall, as the holes in the highways dug hours earlier were filled in, his press secretary said Prigozhin would face no charges. And as the men of Wagner return to Ukraine, who will lead them there is just one of many questions raised by this strange 24 hours in southern Russia. Callum Watkinson, ITV News.
Police in California searching for the actor Julian Sands say they have found human remains. The 65-year-old, who's best known for his roles in A Room with a View and Leaving Las Vegas, went missing more than 5 months ago after setting out on a hike. Police say the remains were found near Mount Baldy and have been transported to the coroner's office for formal identification. A yellow heat warning has come into force across England. Some areas could see temperatures reach nearly 30 Celsius. The warning, which means the elderly and those with pre-existing health conditions should take extra care, covers areas including London, parts of the Midlands, Yorkshire and Humber. The alert will stay in place until 9 a.m. tomorrow morning. All state secondary schools in England now have access to a defibrillator. Secondary schools were prioritised as the risk of cardiac arrest increases with age. The government say the rollout of the potentially life-saving device used to shock a person's heart when it has stopped beating is well underway in primary and special schools. The Princess of Wales has taken a behind-the-scenes look at the work of Wimbledon's ball boys and girls. Well, Kate, who is a patron of the All England Lawn Tennis Club, joined 8-time champion Roger Federer for a doubles rally and to speak to the youngsters about the role and the experience of going through the training programme for Wimbledon, which starts a week tomorrow. And Sir Elton John will say goodbye at Glastonbury later with his last ever UK show. After months of performances as part of his farewell Yellow Brick Road tour, Elton is hanging up his hat. The Rocket Man is set to take to the Pyramid stage tonight, and he said it couldn't be a more perfect ending. And that is all for now. I'm back with the lunchtime news at 10 to 1. Until then, do enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the sunshine. Bye-bye.